I want to do a quick video about, again, the social media engagement and derangement. And I think it has driven the world a little bit mad over the last decade. Actually, go back. I didn't think it was a big issue until like about 2011, 12, 13 in that area. And so we're talking a little bit over a decade. And so I wanted to give you a little bit about how, I'm a guy who writes a blog. So I primarily use social media over the years to say, here, I wrote another post, something like that. And to engage a little bit with people who read both my blog and my social media. But that has been the only real reason to do it, because otherwise I think it's so fucking toxic. It's crazy. I've already done 2 or 3 videos about this, and I'm thinking, what can I say as, what can I provide as like insight, perhaps guidance or whatever. But the biggest thing is social media on your phones. As you know, I live in Thailand, and Thai people, almost nobody, unless they work in professional settings, have notebook or laptop computers or desktop computers. So the whole entire culture, and kids have phones here. All the kids have phones. All the kids have smartphones. So that's how they access everything. And but for me, I've never really used the phone very much for social media. Yeah, if I go to a restaurant and I'm waiting for my food, maybe I'll go on or something. But my insight is this: is that for a space of perhaps 5 years or so, I got hooked by using a tablet and an iPad. Later, I had an iPad Mini. But when I came to Thailand, I out of a charity thing, I traded my iPad to a Thai villager who was a high school science teacher. I gave him my iPad in exchange for the new Huawei tablet that he had just bought, trying to get up to speed with that stuff. And that is where, this is 5 years ago now, that is where my use of a tablet in social media stopped. Because before that, for 5 years, I was never on the computer, the desktop. I was never on the phone. I was always on the tablet. It was very easy to do everything and quick. And so that ended there. So now it's been about 5 years where I just don't use social media at all on a device, except really rarely. I don't even need to remove it from my phone because I just use it so little. Like 5-10 minutes I'm waiting for food in a restaurant. That really is the extent of it. Here and there, now and then, but just not enough for me to worry about. So having it on the desktop only kind of is its own self-discipline, because I only get on my desktop for a few hours in the morning, and then I just shut everything down. I don't get on it that much, Yeah, sometimes in the late evening I'll get on it for like 30 minutes, something like that. But it very much limits my social media interaction so that I'm not just like sitting there all the time, scrolling, da 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 da. So that's, I hope, short and just quick, my perspective. One way that you can just really reduce this very negative influence in your life. It is a very negative influence. All right, have a good one. I'm gonna go out and chase some chicks down there on Walking Street in Pattaya now. Do you mind? Driving my motorcycle. It's about nearly midnight. It's about the time to go out. Bye-bye.